All right, guys. Hope you guys are doing well. We are back with our routing section. Again, still having lab fun day. We'll probably call it lab fun week. We still got a lot to go over. But the one thing, right, wanted to go over, because again, we're speaking about routing, is you guys I want to show you guys, want to show you guys what the importance of summarizing routes. Okay. And so what is that, right? Well, we have multiple routes here, right? For 172.16.1.0 and 172.16.2.0, right? And so they all live, right? They all live on the, behind the same firewall, right? But is there a way so that we don't have to have multiple, right, individual routes for each network, right? Is there a way to go ahead and cover both 172.16.1 and 2, right? What we can do is use summarization, right? That covers both, okay? And so what we can do, right, is we can go ahead and delete these routes, okay? And again, guys, in production, please don't delete routes prior to adding routes. I am just doing so for this lab, okay? Make sure there is a change in place or whatever process your company takes before doing so. Okay. So we went ahead and we deleted all of our routes for the 172.16, right? Let's go ahead and create a summary route that covers both, right? So I'm going to say 172.16, right? .0, right? Now here's where, and of course, if you guys remember, we had our routing and switching section. I really encourage you guys to look over the subnetting section, right? And this is where this is going to come in, right? Within the subnet mask, it represents what portion of an IP address is the network portion, and which portion of an IP address is the host portion, okay? And so, since we want to go ahead and cover beyond 172.16.2, we need to make sure we cover it, right? So we're going to go ahead and say 23, okay? And so next hop, of course, we're going to make it for just one for now, okay? But we are going to have to do it for each of our links, okay? We're just going to do it for one, right? So 4.4.2.2, okay? All right, so we have that in place, right? How do we check if this is the right thing, right? Let's go ahead and go to network, right? Let's make sure, see if we summarize properly. Okay, let's see if we can reach this network, right? And it looks like we can. Let's go ahead and take a look. Did it get installed? Wait a minute. Let's check that route again in a second. There we go. All right, so we got the static route here. There we go. We got the static route. All right. And let's go ahead and check it. Get router info table. There we go. All right. And you know what? We may have to take out the link monitor. So let me go ahead and take care of that. Give me 1 second. Bigger system. All right, let's go ahead and delete that. All right, took that out of place. All right, and we may just need a clean reboot. So let's go ahead and do a reboot now that we added our route. All right, let's just give it a second. But essentially, right, we go ahead and we put that route in place, right? And basically that /23 should cover all of those networks. And we actually, right, we can actually use a subnetted calculator or use the methods that you've been taught to go ahead and check your work, right? You guys being network security engineers, you may have to do it in crunch time. So you may have to go ahead and calculate that quickly. So the internet has tools where you can go ahead and check your work and make sure, hey, is this subnetted properly? I can actually show you guys. Let me pull up my other screen to show you. So here's my favorite site. You guys go ahead and save that. Knock it down. You can actually use it for other things, but of course, one of the options is an IP subnet calculator. We can go ahead and put our network down, and we can go ahead and say we made it a /23. Let's see what it covers, right? So we're covering, right, all the way to .1. So it looks like I actually subnetted it wrong. So we need to go ahead and increase it to 22. So let's go ahead and do that so we can make sure it covers 2. There we go. All right, so 22 looks like it covers all the way to 3, from 0 to 3. So we'll go ahead and make that change, right? And this is what I love, right? As an engineer, you guys got to make peace with knowing that sometimes you will make mistakes doing some calculations. This is why we have the internet. We have, and it's best to use some Google Food to make sure you check your work. Or if you don't know something, go ahead and learn something new. Okay, let's go ahead and try to log in, see if it's back up. And we're going to switch that to /22. All right, go ahead and log in. All right, let's go back and let's edit our static route. All right, so now we went ahead and switched that to be 252. Okay. All right, so let's go ahead and go check our work, right? So let's go ahead and go to our routing table, right? And with the Fortigate, your routing table is within your dashboard, right? And let's go ahead and check our work. So how do we're using the route lookup, right? Route lookup tool is we can use in the GUI to see if, if we can reach a certain network based on the routes that we have. So I put the 172.16.1.0. We actually have a route, right, that's in place to go ahead and get to that network, right? Let's check .2. We actually have a route to go ahead and reach that network, okay? Now here's the true test, right? Let's see if we can go ahead and reach that network using our summarized route, right? Instead of having specific routes, which is 172.16.1 or 172.16.2, right? We have our summarized route, which is 172.16.0.0/22. Okay? Before we do anything, let's make sure we got our policies in place. All right, inside out, we're good to go. So let's go ahead and give it a try. All right. Let's go ahead. All right, we have our PC in place. Right, and let's go ahead and give it another key address. All right, let's go ahead and ping. All right, go ahead and ping. We can ping the gateway of PC6 since I haven't given a IP address to PC6 just yet. So let's go ahead and do that. See if it works. All right, so we're getting a failure. Right, so let's go ahead and take a look and see what's going on. Right, let's go ahead and check our logs and see what's going on. All right, excellent. So it's actually going right through the right port, right? It's going over port 2. So our static route is configured properly, right? But we're just not getting the responses back. Let's go ahead, troubleshoot and see what's going on. Okay, let's go ahead and refresh this. Okay, still gonna have exception start. Let's go ahead and go together firewall. All right, and let's go ahead and take that look. Let's see what we look like. There we go. All right. All right. All right. So of course our issue, we don't have a route right in place to .2. So let's make sure we put that in place. And I guarantee you, well, oh yeah, because our interface is down. So let me go ahead and fix that. So now the interface is up, and I believe we were testing that with Link Monitor yesterday. I guarantee you if we pull up PC, now we have pings rolling, right? So pings are actually passing through. We can reach it, and our summarized route is working. Okay, let's do the same thing on the other side. Okay, so, and I'm going to do it as if we were in a production environment. Okay, so I am actually going to go ahead and create a summarized route for the 192.168, right? So we're going to do the same thing, right? Instead of a /24, we're going to go ahead and do a /22, okay? Next hop is going to be 4.4.2.1. All right, we're going to put that in place, and we're going to delete everything else, okay? All right, right. And we still see pings flowing through, right? We don't have any issues, right? We went ahead and summarized the route, right? Let's go ahead and let's try to go ahead and ping, right, the other network that falls under it, right? Let's ping that one, all right? And it's still working with our summarized route, right? And as you guys saw, we went from roughly, right, 6 or 7 entries all the way down to just 1 entry for another network, right? So this is, summarization is just one concept that you have to learn for routing and switching, and of course, being a firewall admin, okay? Does that make sense, guys? All right, I'll go ahead and take that as a yes.
Yes,
All right. Awesome, awesome. All right, guys, well, we're gonna go ahead and stop here. All right, and come Saturday, we're gonna go ahead and close out the section of diagnostics, okay? Thank you, guys. You have a great night.
Oh, thank you.
Bye.
All right, bye. Take care.